Capricorns, it's Amanda here with your June 2019 RuneScope. This month, along with our runes, we'll be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Then, as always, after this reading, be sure to join me for part 2 of your June reading. I'm going to be pulling and interpreting one card on my Vimeo channel from the Ascended Masters Oracle by Doreen Virtue. You can follow that link below in the description box. If you find my videos helpful, please do share my channel or share videos with your friends and family, your loved ones on social media. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know that they can get these general readings here on YouTube. So pay it forward, help them along. Let's jump in and see which runes want to talk to Capricorn about June 2019. What's going on with Capricorn? June 2019. Oh, yeah, another one fell out here. So as always, keep in mind, Capricorn, these are general readings, as I mentioned. So some messages will hopefully be for you, but there are going to be others that, you know, are applying more directly to some of the other Cappies that are watching. You can always check the video for your rising sign as well for additional messages, information, sometimes much more accuracy, really, because it's more specific to your sign. But if you would like a private session, I can really hone in on your specific circumstances, the specific people in your life, and we can take a look. So just email me at the email address here in the video. It's also below if you'd like to set up a private Skype session with me. And I'll get back to you and let you know what the schedule is. In general, though, in June, in the present, so for most of you, this is going to be end of May going into early June, we've got the Seven of Cups, the tarot card here. So for others of you, the present energy could be going on whenever you're watching this video as well. But this could be about a lot of options, but sometimes it's kind of like overwhelming options, maybe feeling a little confused about what you should do. And it does seem like this is a good opportunity or a new project, a new challenge that you're excited about. It's a good thing. But the Seven of Cups could be like just maybe there are a few different choices to make, and it's kind of like I gotta pick and choose. I gotta pick the right one. There's also an element of Fantasyland creativity with this, so this could be a new creative project, and maybe there are different ways I could go with this. There are a few different ways I could go with this book or this poem or this song or this movie or this screenplay. You know, maybe you are working on a creative project and trying to kind of narrow it down. Seven of Cups could also be, your mind kind of like, I gotta do this and this and this and this, and kind of feeling scattered, right? Like you can't quite focus on maybe what you want to focus on, or you get kind of distracted by other things that are going on, and then as a result, you're not focusing maybe on this this one thing that really could be leading where you want to go here. I do feel like for most of you, this could have something to do with a work opportunity. You may be looking at jobs online, and again, it could be like, well, there's a lot of different things available, which is good. It's kind of being spoiled for choice, but you know, sometimes that does add to the confusion. Like, I don't know which one would be best, or so there's some sort of new path, new project, new opportunities around, and you could be trying to narrow those down, or you know, pick the right one for you, or the one that's going to bring the greatest rewards, greatest results, greatest recognition. You know, for a lot of you, it does seem like work or job opportunities. This could also be relationships, love. If you're like doing online dating, it's like, oh, there's a lot of, actually, maybe a bunch of new people joined in June or something, or here at the end of May. And you may be spoiled for choice if you're looking for a new lover, Capricorn, which is good, right? It's nice to have options. Or maybe you just recently like put your profile up and you're getting a lot of people wanting to talk to the Capricorns. So that's cool. And if you haven't done that and you're like, well, you know, I'm sick of being single, maybe you should consider putting up a profile and seeing what you're real in here, because it does look like, you know, you would get a lot of hits, a lot of responses. Now, again, with the Seven of Cups and that confusion, you got to remember, as always with online stuff, you know, there may be some people misrepresenting what looks good at first, maybe smoke and mirrors. So there can be a little bit of like living in the fantasy realm with this. But if it's a creative project, again, going back to that, that's a good thing, right? It is more on just honing it. Like, okay, maybe this is too much. I got to kind of weed it out or cut it down. Kill some babies, as it were. You may be attached to the direction something's going, but it's like, that kind of convolutes the story or convolutes where I'm going. So we're going to have to cut that character, even though I like that character, or cut that project, maybe save it till later so I can focus more on this because this is going to be the cash cow. So it's really just kind of figuring that out. It's all good though. It's a positive place to be. So don't get too overwhelmed about it. Just kind of focus where you know is going to lead to the most tangible results. And start weeding things out. It may be a bit of a process before you know what that is, right? It may be a bit of a process before you figure out what direction a project should take, or what direction you should go with a new career, or a change in career, or even starting a career if you're maybe graduating in May, as a lot of people are, May and June. So, but yeah, this is good. It's better to have more options to choose from than not enough. So you're spoilt for choice, Capricorn, in June. Your challenge or focus here, coming up at some point in June, is kind of a toughie. We got the Ten of Swords, but let me see what's coming through with the runes here. Remember, in these general readings, the intensity of these cards and these energies are going to vary from person to person. Like, for some person, the intensity could be the full-on kind of defeatist energy of the Ten of Swords. For other people, it's going to be like an annoyance, a minor annoyance, or just thinking about something maybe from the past that felt this way when it was going on, but not so much anymore. But yeah, the Ten of Swords has to do with betrayal. Really feeling pretty stabbed in the back about a situation. The worst is over, though, with the Ten of Swords coming up. So even with this coming up in June, I feel like by June, if this comes up again, it's like it's happened probably in the past. Like you've already kind of gotten through. The worst of it is over, and now it's just kind of dealing with the repercussions or the energies that are kind of left over from it. But what I'm hearing is that somebody feels like I never got the answer, or I never understood maybe why somebody acted this way. And for some of you, it could have been a lover. We do have Gifu. It could be an ex. It could be, a family member, a friend. Like, you may have felt betrayed by someone that you trusted. This was somebody who felt too weak to change the outcome, or too weak for whatever reason to stand up to a situation, to fight for a situation, to fight for right. Like they didn't have the energy, the expertise, the experience to kind of, I don't know, kind of fight for the relationship, overcome the obstacles that may have been for whatever reason. And again, it's a general reading, so that's going to be different for all of you. Maybe there were religious differences or cultural differences, ethnic differences. There anything like that, maybe somebody was just like, they felt they're not too weak, right? It was an illusion, but they felt like they weren't equipped to overcome those obstacles. For some reason. This is gradually shifting though, because we have Daeg here. So whenever this darkness occurred, the light is starting to seep in. There are cracks. And I'm seeing kind of like cracks through stone with the sunlight getting in. Like if you're in a cave or something and there's like the rock is cracking and you can kind of see the sunlight coming in, breaking through. There is new light being shed on this. Maybe why somebody behaved the way that they did, why they kind of just gave up. That's another phrase I keep hearing. They gave up, and maybe why. I do feel like for a lot of people, we do have the why right here. Again, they felt like they were not equipped to deal with this. It was too big for them. It was too stressful. They were not experienced or wise enough to kind of overcome or fight through those obstacles. Because in the upright, this is a very energetic, like I'm going to plow through those obstacles. I'm not going to let anything get in my way. But in the reverse, it's somebody who feels, and this can happen for a lot of different reasons, felt powerless to change a situation or to fight for it, right? And so you and maybe even others as well felt betrayed by this person. Like they just gave up and let maybe someone else that they felt was stronger dictate to them or tell them what they were going to do. Maybe it was their partner. Again, if this is a family member, maybe it was an in-law that kind of interfered and just kind of took control of this person and caused them to act in ways that were not fair or nice or good to other people. But again, it was like, it's just easier to go along with what this person is saying and what they're telling me to do. So let me see what else is coming through with this. For others of you, this could be like your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Maybe they have dealt with a situation that has been, some sort of defeat. Maybe they lost their job, they were laid off, they've had problems securing employment or keeping a job. And it's like they give up too quickly. Or maybe they've had trouble finding a job. So for some of you, maybe whoever this is that's spoiled for choice is, maybe coming out of this energy, right? Because we got the 7 here, if it's not happening in June, could be July, especially if it's your partner. It could be that, as long as they can keep at it and keep looking, it could be by July that they're finding something, a new job, a new opportunity that will be worth the time, worth the effort, and that they'll be excited about, I think. Yes, for some of you, again, though, this could be feeling betrayed or feeling, stabbed in the back by your spouse. Maybe they felt that way about you. Again, it would come down to not fighting for you or you not fighting for them, defending them in some situation. Or, someone may have felt like when it came down to it, when the chips were down, you didn't stand up for them, Capricorn, or you may feel that way about your partner. Like, why didn't you stand up for me? As awkward or as difficult as it may have been, right? You didn't fight for me. You didn't fight for us. You didn't defend me. So I feel like for most of you, this is old issues coming up. But again, maybe there's a similar situation that comes up in June that's reminding you of like, you didn't do it then and you didn't do it again here in June. What is going on? Why don't you got my back, right? The help that's going to be available, I got the 8 of Wands. So this is news, travel, excitement, a lot of information, a lot of communication, writing, speaking, teaching, learning. You're really being guided. And it's interesting because we're in June and then we've got the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. So June through August is really big career-wise here. Capricorn, if you're looking for promotion, rewards, work-wise, definitely seeing that coming in for you. Again, though, you just have to make the right decision, or you have to figure out what's the right opportunity for me. I have to figure out what the options are here. What's my best course of action? A lot of communication, emphasis on communication, interviews, work, but it's all exciting stuff you're passionate about. Some of you may be traveling to see someone. You may be traveling for work, and that's going to lead to a positive reward because we have Yara here. So that's all about karmic rewards, karmic justice. But it's also about, something that you're being guided to do. This is protected. Some of you could be meeting a new person that's going to open a door for you career-wise. And you're supposed to meet this person. Whenever Aol is here, it's like they're coming in as a help to you, and it's in the help position. So this is a karmic meeting with someone who is supposed to help you, is going to help you in your career, going to be an excellent person to have in your network. They have a lot of pull. They know a lot of powerful people, or maybe they work for a very powerful company. In your industry, like a known name. And it does seem like for most of you, this is a new acquaintance. It's a new person coming into your life that's going to be quite a help to you when it comes to work. Particularly maybe from June through August. Things will happen very quickly. Things set in motion in June are going to be happening very quickly here through the summer months. And yeah, this is a karmic reward. It's like a reaping for all the hard work that you've put in. And a balancing too, as well. For some of you, this could have something to do with legalities, with a payout, with a settlement, because Yera is the rune of justice and legalities. So yeah, there could be news coming in. If you're looking for representation or looking for a lawyer, you could find the right, just the right person. For others of you, this could be news from or communication from this person who is connected to this betrayal or from this situation in the past, but maybe they've like turned over a new leaf. It's almost like it would be like talking to a new person. Others of you, this could be a new romantic person who, is going to be very, I'm seeing like a lot of texting and a lot of back and forth. So yeah. And I do see you traveling to meet this person. So some of you, it could be you're either meeting up to talk, or there could be a bit of a long distance situation going on for some of you. And you're traveling to see each other, or maybe you're making plans to go somewhere in August to meet this person. So very interesting. This is leading to victory though. Whoever this is leading you to a big win or victory in either your career or your love life. Maybe both for some of you. What must be accepted? We got the Knight of Cups. So this could be a water sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus. No, that's you. That's earth signs. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Male or female in these general readings. This is coming up again with work. So I feel like this could be you being offered a job, a promotion that's going to be like a good paying job. Fehu is all about increasing your finances, increasing your money. If your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend is a water sign, it could be them getting a raise. There could be some sort of work trip or travel coming up for them. And maybe you're going with them. So yeah, if it's your spouse that has to go to like a work thing or travel for work, you may be going with them, but it's going to lead to you meeting someone that's going to help you within your career as well. So kind of twofold here. For others of you, it could be this person that you're meeting is a water sign, right? Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and they're asking you out. Some of you could be meeting, if you're dating and you're single and looking and dating, this could be somebody that you're interested in romantically, but who could also help you in your career. But for others of you, I think this is maybe just an offer. If it's somebody taking you out for a date, maybe you're going to a very expensive restaurant, or if you start seeing someone here in June, it could be between June and August. They ask you to come with them on a work trip. They've got they ask you to go away for the weekend, because again, you've got travel twice here. But it seems to be connected to this Knight of Cups, so it may be through them. Maybe you're just taking a vacation with your honey. It could be as simple as that, but it does seem like you're going to meet somebody on the trip or through, if you are coupled, through your significant other. You may meet somebody who's going to then help you with your career as well, or that's going to be pretty cool to have you in your network. But yeah, a raise in money could be what happens, or again, your spouse getting a job offer. Even if they've been out of work for a while, it could be that they are finally getting an offer that's going to be beneficial for them, that they're excited about, but it also pays well. The outcome is interesting, because we've got the High Priestess in reverse. Here's what it looks like in the upright. And then the rune that means pretty much the exact opposite of that. So I feel like there's something going on. And I think we're kind of going back to this Seven of Cups, where you're not trusting your intuition, Capricorn. And that can be a problem with earth signs, because you're so grounded and logical about things. But intuition and emotion have nothing to do with logic. Anytime you apply logic, it's just not going to work, because intuition is an emotional thing. Gut feelings, if you would rather call it that, is an emotional thing. It comes from here, not from here. It has nothing to do with this. In fact, this will often talk you out of this. So there's something going on, so where you're like, I want to trust this, but I don't know if I should. I want to trust this person. I want to trust this message. I want to trust this job offer, or I want to trust this situation, but I don't know if I can. And so yeah, because this is a general reading, for some of you, you know, it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you, you should always trust your intuition, honestly, but I can't tell you. It's like what I'm feeling is that you're going to have trouble deciphering which is which. Like, is this my heart or is this my head? And telling the difference. So yeah, you're going to want to check your rising sign. That may give you some clarity, but I'm happy to take a look. If you want to get a private session, that's really the only way I would be able to tell from Capricorn to Capricorn which, you know, which of you, which side of this you're on, like which opportunity, which way you should go with this, which option you should take, which one's going to lead, you know, because then we can kind of look down the road and see what's coming in with each of them. Let me see what else is coming through with this. Yeah, this doesn't really feel like a person. The High Priestess will, you know, often be a person to me, but I really feel like it's more, you know, this aspect of yourself, Capricorn, where you're kind of stuck in that place. Well, is this, you know, is this my heart or is it my head? I got to figure out which direction I'm being pulled and why I'm being pulled that way. I guess maybe the best way to kind of look at it would be, if you're having to kind of break it down logically, that's probably, and that's going against the way you're being pulled this way. Whatever your head's telling you is probably not the way. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't sit down and figure out if something makes sense, but sometimes you got to take a risk in life. Capricorn, you're not known as a sign to take risks. You really don't do that often. You really kind of have to be forced into it, and then you usually hate it every step of the way. So you usually don't force change upon yourself because of this. You know, it feels unsure. It feels like, you know, I'm making a leap and I'm not going to know where I'm going to land. But life is going to present you with a lot of situations like that, where at some point you are just going to have to go with your gut and just pray for the best. Even if your head's telling you this makes no sense. You know, so you could be faced with a situation like that. And maybe it seems too good to be true. And you know what? If there's more than one option on the table, at least a few of them probably are. And there's nothing wrong with checking it out, doing your due diligence. But if something is also making logical sense and you were pulled towards that in the beginning, then you have your answer. But again, I'm talking to so many of you, I don't feel like it's going to be as cut and dry or as clear cut as that with everyone. So, but maybe over on Vimeo, like I said, I'm going to shuffle the Ascended Masters Oracle cards. I want to see if they can give us any insight on this, what guidance they can give for how best you can decipher between your head and your heart in the month of June. So that link again is below. I will see you over there, and I'll see you back here next time, Capricorn. Thanks for watching.